everyone, my name's Taylor and I'm a PhD candidate at Murdoch University. So my research area is pharmacology, which is the study of drugs and what they do in the body, how they affect the body. So my timeline has been a little bit all over the place. So I finished school in 2007. I actually went to an agriculture college for year 11 and 12, and I didn't really do any kind of hard science. I did English, maths, animal production, plant production, so I learnt a lot about kind of natural sciences. I also specialised in equine studies, and we learnt some business, but no really kind of human biology or anything like that. I then started university in 2011, so I took a few years off after school, and I did a double degree in molecular biology and biomedical science at Murdoch, with a minor in forensic science as well. So I graduated from the double degree, which is 4 years, in 2015, and in 2015 I also started my honours year. So honours is a year of kind of an intensive year of research that you do before a PhD. It's kind of equivalent to a master's. So I did that, had a lot of issues in my honours. A lot of my experiments didn't work. Yeah, things were just a little bit all over the place. The data I did get was not that great, nothing very groundbreaking. So I didn't end up publishing any of that, but I submitted my thesis and I started my PhD in 2017. I took a little break after honours and I got some teaching experience. I started teaching in undergraduate units and then started my PhD in 2017. So a day in the life of a PhD student is really different depending on the person, depending on your research area, depending on a lot of things. Mine, I don't do lab work every single day, I don't do experiments every single day. Some other people do experiments every day, they're always in the lab. I tend to do them maybe one day a week because they're quite intensive, and the days that I do experimental work takes all day. There's a lot of coordination of a lot of different people, animals, different departments and things like that. So on the days that I'm not doing experiments, I have a lot of writing to do, data analysis, all the other parts of research, which is just as important. I also do a lot of teaching, so I spend a lot of time in class, also marking students' work. So yeah, my days are very varied compared to some other research scientists. So just some tips for becoming a scientist. The big one that I always hear from undergraduate students is they're afraid because they're not good at maths. And you don't need to be great at maths to be a scientist, you figure it out along the way. I did barely any maths in school. Probably my first year or two of university, I did struggle a little bit with maths, but you work it out, you get better at it and it just becomes second nature. I don't think I'm in any disadvantage compared to most research scientists because I didn't have a strong math background. Another tip is, if you can and if you enjoy it, do some science in year 11 and 12. But if you don't, it's not a big deal. You can always do it later. A lot of our undergraduate students come in having no science background at all, and they are not disadvantaged in any way. It might take them a little bit longer to figure out concepts, but they're not disadvantaged. And another tip is you don't need to have it all worked out in high school. The area you may end up working in, or the passion that you get, you might not even know that exists yet. You might not even realise that a certain research area exists until you've been exposed to it. So you don't need to know exactly what you want to do at this point in your career.